Welcome to a new little bit of some Pokemon Reborn. I might have to pause this in the middle of me playing. I'm opening windows in the background that you can't see. I might have to pause this in the middle of me playing just to like be a person. It's 3:13 p.m., you know, but I wanted to play a little bit more right now, so we're playing a little bit more right now. Wow. So last time we were in here, I was about to start a new mission, and that's about it. I know that we can't do much more in this one until I get more Z cells, so let's see what we're doing here. We've got a new mission on deck, and this one carries a special request for me specifically. Okay. Apparently on a recent mission, Aya and Hardy came across a couple of old artifacts. Turns out these orbs and their likeness tend to be volatile, is the word they used. Adrian put in a word saying they'd like you in particular to help out on a mission to get these artifacts to safety. Something as the champion. That sound good to you? Yeah, sure. Great. Wasn't really sure what I'd tell Adrian if he said no for sure. Anyway, they asked to meet you at Grandview Station. Okay. Head over there as soon as you can. Sweet. I love when they tell me exactly where to go. Alright, so to the station to see Adrian. I have no idea what quest I'm on, otherwise I'd pull up the walkthrough just to, I don't know, have it in the background. Emotional support walkthrough. Anyway, at the station, it's also super exciting that we have the station now. It used to be, you know, a mess. Okay, inside. Oh, okay. It's like, where? I was thinking that maybe I'd have to buy a ticket and go in. Okay. Hey. It, my favorite champion. Thank you. I'm grateful you can make it, and you're just in time. I was just discussing the particulars with the chief here. Allow me to summarize once more. 2 of your compatriots recently unearthed a couple of unique artifacts, but not too unique, they were recognized. The red orb and the blue orb, ooh. We're aware of what happened in Hoenn with these items. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that Reborn has had enough of world-ending disaster. I have no idea what we're talking about. Hoenn? I don't even remember which games those were. Me knowing the actual places? We put that all behind. It's gonna be a surprise when I see whatever legendary we're about to talk about. We put that all behind us. At least I dearly hope so. We want none of it. So I've taken the liberty of contacting some foreign experts, and we've arranged to have the orbs safely contained elsewhere. All that's left is to ship them there. It's red and blue. I'm trying to think of like... What? Okay, anyway, let's just go through it. That's where you come in. We think the shipment's been compromised, of course. Some information regarding it was leaked, and in short, it's almost certain someone is trying to steal the orbs already. We like to take the train ride abroad. Abroad? To make sure the orbs reach their destination safely. With the champion on board, no one will dare try anything. I doubt that. I know playing security isn't exactly the most glamorous, but I don't think anyone wants to risk an incident with, say, Azurine Lake drying up or something. Okay. Those are... yeah. Those are red and blue. With any luck, it'll be an uneventful trip there and back. You could even think of it as a vacation. I hate to rush, but I believe we are short on time. Right, since the original shipment was compromised, the chief arranged to sneak it on board a passenger train early. Our hope is that the change in operation will be inconspicuous enough to escape the notice of whoever the information was leaked to. And by the time they find out, too late. Your ticket and boarding is already arranged as well. The chief will be going with you. Great. He'll show you the storage car and keep an eye on passengers during the mission. Yes. Together we'll keep both these orbs in our region safe. So the clock is ever ticking. Let us be off at once. Are you ready to leave right away? I guess. Good luck, Kit. Safe journeys. Surely nothing's gonna go wrong in this game on a train. Yes, just back here. Yeah, sure enough. On an ice cream cart? The red and blue orb firmly secured for transport. This is the only entrance to the storage cart, so all you have to do is wait right here. I'm sure there's a big area right there on the back wall. I'm sure that whoever is trying to get to these isn't going to blow right through that. Even the window, perhaps, but I'd be right there, so. It might not be the most interesting, but police work is like that sometimes. All for the safety of the people, am I right? Now, since we're traveling with guests, how about you go and meet them? Okay. No need to mention what you're really here for. I'll be keeping an eye on them for most of the ride, but as long as you're here, you may as well know who's on board. Go on, have a social moment before your shift starts true. I'm worried the chief of police is going to steal these. But if you say so. Ah, yes. Everybody on board. Okay, this isn't anything. I was just wanting to double check. What are we doing? Why couldn't the pretty gym leader have come to talk to me instead? Why that guy? I don't know, let me go ask. Hey. Kit, funny running into you here. I was just heading out on this train for a change of pace when I met this lovely lady across from me. Oh, stop it, you. Ew. No, I'm kidding, keep going. But let's take things slow, how about it? Anyway, regardless of whatever history we have, I do hope you wouldn't ruin a personal outing just for the sake of some petty past drama. My boys are back at the ranch. You'll get no trouble from our gang. Take care. Gross. Kid, I thought that was you who went by. I hadn't gone by you yet. I stopped right here. What a coincidence seeing you here. I was invited for a trip abroad by someone, and would you believe it? I got stood up. Me! Imagine a cheerleader getting stood up. I hope the guy recently realized he was gay, or else I want an explanation. If he didn't realize he's gay, then I hope he's very happy with his life choices and finds a wonderful husband. Oh, if he did. I misread. But not if the husband would have been interested in me instead. It's a pity. He seemed like such a sweet talker, too. But no matter. I'm making the best of the situation. And I've met a fine gentleman in his absence, and we're having a lovely time. So there, Mr. Stander-Upper. Take that. Great. Love that for you. Okay. Healing. Incredible. The chief has brought us on to make sure this ride goes smoothly. No suspicious activity at this time. For sure, this train's about to get blown up. The exit is secure. On duty and reporting. What's up with you, child? Greetings, peasant. Make yourself useful and fetch me a drink, will you? Some kind of juice, I believe, would suit my palate. Be forewarned, though. Present me with lepa juice, and I shall forcefully eject you from the train while it's still moving. Grappa juice, neither. I don't know what else they put in that stuff, but it surely wasn't meant for human consumption. And you will hold the orange juice as well. It is unsuitable for all occasions except the blandest of breakfasts. Up to it. What is that? Garçon? Never heard of that in my life. My tracking just shit itself. Hold on. Which one is that? Stop the tracking. Restart it. Recalibrate. Okay. Cool. I don't know why it does that. I'm still trying to figure that out. Okay, here and here. I have too many windows open. Maybe that's the problem. Okay. We can't all stand around all day with stupid looks on our faces. Hey, my tracking just stopped. I had no look on my face. At least I have it in the corner of the screen of my little face so that I can always tell when it stops, but still, I gotta figure that out. I'm worried yet again for what's gonna happen. Oh, hi, Kit. Are you surprised to see me here? It's true that I decided fieldwork wasn't for me, but desk jobs are just so boring. You know how tiring it is to just sit there and organize papers all day? Waiting for the next certified cool person to walk and take the crazy jobs they're doling out? It's like, why aren't I out there doing that? But I know why I'm not out there doing that. It's because a milk tank pooped on me. But am I to live my life cowering in fear from one... cowering. What was I saying? Anyway, I couldn't take the pressure of mentally ping-ponging between wanting to get outside more and wanting to hide inside forever, so now I'm here on a moving train going in the opposite direction from all my problems. Funny how life works, isn't it? Cool. Curious to run into you here. Rest assured, I harbor no particular resentment to you, even if your actions have resulted in the deaths of several of my past employers. On second thought, I might have some slight resentment towards you, but you may be relieved that I intend to deal with it professionally. Good day. Well, I'm glad for that, at least. Huh? Aren't you the champion? Wow. That's it? Also, that's the model that I based my hair off of. I literally just stole her hair and put it on me. Rechanged the color. Oh no. Are you who I think you are? You. Yeah. What are you doing here, Coming to ruin the relaxing getaway of a kind, elderly woman? How dare you even consider violating the sanctity of this train with your putrescence? So much for the dining car. They'd better decontaminate every square inch of this place after inviting gutter trash like you in. Get away from me at once. My poor nose can only take so much at once. Are you naturally this insufferable, or is it just your mission to make your presence as offensive as humanly possible? Be gone. Okay. Oh, okay, that's it. Well, time to go see what fucked up shenanigans are in the back. Unless anything's changed here. Do I need to heal any Pokemon or anything? I should probably save. And I look like I'm all good. Okay. Oh, nothing happened? You want me to leave and come back? Have you made the rounds you want to already? Yeah. I'm confused. Very good. Let's trade off then. I'll keep an eye on the guests, you can keep an eye on the goods. Between us, not a soul on board will have so much as a chance to swipe these. Oh, I'm sure the second you leave, they're gone. Then I'll be off. Take good care of the orbs. I'll check in again in a bit. Perhaps even bring you something from the snack cart. Ooh, yippee. Until then. Oh, okay, I did not move like that, so I'm in, like, a scene. I was gonna say, am I supposed to do something? Yep. Oh my god, no way, they were stolen? Oh no, what are we gonna do? The cart has been completely emptied! Wow, and I'm surprised there's no, like, hole in anything. Incredible. Okay, I don't see anything that could have been fucked with. Surely it was, like, from behind me, but I can't move the cart in order to get behind me, so... Alright, well, time to find the chief of police and tell him I fucked up my job. Oh, people have moved. Interesting. Please let me go. I just got lost looking for the little girl's room. Oh, the little girl's room, like the bathroom. Got it. Have you noticed that this train doesn't seem to have one anywhere? I haven't been looking. Also, do the police already know? Why are they detaining people? I caught this one sneaking up into the storage room during the blackout. We're gonna need you to stay right here, ma'am. The chief is near the front of the train, currently investigating the disturbance. So he knows already. Hey, something happened, right? You might want to check out the couple sitting across from me. Well, one of them's gone, so... I don't think they know the meaning about the word subtlety. Before the lights went out, they were talking pretty loudly about pulling off some kind of stunt with this train. Okay, I doubt it. Suspects 1 and 2, if you ask me. Judging by the fact that she... No, that's a different person. He was with Julia. What am I talking about? I was gonna say she wanted to go to the bathroom, so maybe they're sneaking off into the bathroom, but that's a whole different person. Oh, goodness. Alright. What's up with you? My date appears to have pulled a vanishing act. That's really weird, yes. Is that all you wanted to say? No. I thought it was going to be more. You know how Julia and Sandy look a lot alike. Stupid. Okay. Child. You don't let me off this train right now, I swear on your mother's life I will sue you to the ends of the world and back. This is a violation of my rights, officer. You're keeping me here unlawfully, and you will lose your job for it. And subsequently, your home, your family, your friends, everything you know will have been decimated, all because of your one foolish, arbitrary mistake to confine me here against my will. Now let me go, officer. I hope he says no. Kid, please, I've been ordered not to let anyone off the train. That's my job. There's nothing unlawful about it. Right? You're doing great. Incompetence. Can't even drive a simple train right. How do you mess that up? It only goes in a predetermined straight line. Other the drunkard fools can't even do that much. Is that all? Is that what they all are? Lathering idiots probably can't so much as leave their front door without tripping down the stairs and slamming their head on the pavement. Probably explains the brain damage necessary to fail at a simple task. Does old Crawberry need to come in there and show you morons how it's done? Roll up my sleeves and press the shiny green go button for you, since apparently that's too much for you primitive meat sacks to comprehend. I need to breathe sometimes when I read, my goodness. What's happened? Girl, I'm so glad you're here. Okay. The chief is investigating the disturbance ahead. Please do not disturb him unless you have something to report as well. Yeah. Oh, I ran into the wall. Am I stupid? Hold on. I didn't miss anything. No. Oh my god. She really did just disappear. Bro. What happened? Alright, well... Suspect number 1. She would not. Let's see what the chief and whoever this guy wants to say. Wait, galloping Golisopods. I can't say that. How could this have happened? Oh, Kit. I swear you scared the daylights out of me. Tell me the orbs are safe. Well. Stolen? Both of them? Right under your nose? How could this have happened? We took every preparation. And nevertheless, we must mount an investigation immediately. I already ordered everyone to stay on board as soon as the lights went out. Moreover, we're just a little north of Tourmaline, and there's a vicious sandstorm raging right now. Yeah. Even if we wanted to leave and seek help on foot, it would be nigh impossible. And the culprit must still be on board. We must find them and recover the items at once. We'll begin the investigation immediately. I just talked to everybody, goddammit. Find out everything you can and report back to me when you've finished. Okay. Goodness, I barely know what happened. But if I can help in any way, I'm happy to cooperate. Is this one giant logic investigation? Logic puzzle? Great. Okay. Well, where were you at the time of the incident? Where are we right now, I guess? We're currently a short distance north of the IR-253 scrapyard. Technically, we left the Reborn region, but we haven't gotten far. The area we're in is the Greater Tourmaline Desert. It's a wasteland of sandstorms and nothingness. Traveling on foot in this area is usually impossible, unlike the Inner Tourmaline area within the Reborn region. Here the distance is too great and the sandstorms are too fierce. There's nothing for miles. They always told us about how more and more accidents happen around the scrapyard. It seems we'll be counted among them, and then we'll die. Oh no. What's our status? I'm doing the best I can, and we at least got the power restored to the cars, but I'm afraid the engine is a goner. Looks like it. We're completely grounded, and I suspect no repairs short of a completely new engine car are going to change that. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of broken down trains, so we could try to get a new one. Fortunately, the comm system is intact and we've been able to radio for aid. A rescue train is departing from Grandview Station. I hope everybody in Reborn City right now is going, oh shit. We sent Kid out on a mission and now they're gonna die. We'll load up the passengers and crew and get everyone home safely. But until it arrives, we have nothing to do but wait. For better or worse, that likely holds true for the culprit as well. They're trapped here just as much as any of us. What about the incident? My attention was squarely on the controls the entire time before the incident, but I'm afraid I barely know what happened. The entire car went dark and I heard a strange noise. It sounded like a Pokemon's attack, but not one I've ever heard before. Reflexively, I slammed on the brakes, or more like I hit them in a panic. That means the same thing to me, okay? But good thing I did. The train came to a stop just as the engine began to make all kinds of unpleasant noises. Fearing the worst, I took cover in the back, landing just in time to see the shards of metal and glass fly towards with a boom. Or forward, whatever. Once the train and the sounds both came to a stop, I was able to restore power quickly, and the room was as you saw it now. I'll continue searching to see if I can find out any more about the cause of the engine failure, though. Okay. On to the okay, people just keep moving, my goodness. Crodberry, what about you? What are your motives? Why would you ask somebody that? How do I possibly spin this in a way that, like, sounds good? Motives? What motive could I possibly have to... Oh, you must mean the motives of the other maggots on this train. Yeah, sure. Well, how about that Sandy girl? That ravenous animal flooded my entire office. Oh, okay, yeah. I was thinking about, like, an office in your house. I was like, she doesn't live that close to you. Because she is the one who has the stream house, right? And I was like, she did definitely flood her own house. But no, the office that's in... Okay, I got it. She's always going on and on about environment this, environment that. I swear, even a mighty Yenna was with a dislocated jaw yaps less than she does. I bet a mangy mutt like her would jump at anything to get her grimy mitts on the blue orb. Imagine the terrorist activism she could pull with that thing. The statistics she could bias. All that power for what? For a stinking myth. Ugh. Okay, what's your alibi? 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 You dare accuse someone like me? I'll have you know, filth, that I am an upstanding citizen of this wretched community, and I would never resort to such a heinous... How about heinous? Undertaking such as petty thievery, unlike gutter trash such as you, the likes of which would sooner spew vomit upon the street and slurp it up, before ever so much as thinking once about the common good and bastions of justice, such as I, a city ambassador whose very station it is to ensure that shit-stains like you are snuffed out like a fart in the wind. You taint with the malignant odor you call your presence, and in doing so, can I leave? And in doing so, shit upon the grave of every respectable leader such as myself, who ever lived before your miserable gut rat of a father, and the slovenly waistcloth you call your mother even first decided to copulate, like the slimy roaches you all are, and thereby defecate upon this putrid city in the first place, systematically degrading whatever miserable little hint of progress there had been in the first place. Oh my god. Woman. Like dumping corrosive acid on a festering wound, hemoglobins oscillating violently in a pathetic effort to heal what little seared flesh still remains, only to be spat on by a scathing insect who forgot it hadn't spit up its last morsel of bile. Ass. Alright, what about the others? What others? Ugh. I've rarely seen a sopping soul besides you and the other busybody officers since boarding this clattering tin can of a train. No one wants to come talk to old Crodbury. No respect for the elders. Not even when she's in the snack cart. What am I, tainting the food? Just by standing near it? Do they think I'm you? And the one person who did show up, that middle of blackout no less, was that tits for brains bimbo gym leader. It's not looking good for her. She barely even counts as company on her least destructive days. It's not looking good for her. Then bug her up, slime. Everything is pointing to her, and I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. I believe in her. Something was stolen and you're investigating it? I haven't moved from this spot the entire time. That is true. So I don't know if I can say anything that would be terribly helpful. Oh, but you know that loud elderly woman in the other cart? She kept pacing back and forth here and never went too far, but I noticed that even in her huppiest huff, she really seemed held up by her body. Okay. Like, she couldn't go that fast. I think there's no way she could have made it all the way to the storage cart in the time the lights were out if that's really the fastest she can go. Does that help? Okay. Thanks for that. I don't really think it's her either because we already had problems with her, you know? Hey. Excuse me? The juice? Tell me about your motives. What possible motives could I, a child barely grown into his breeches, possibly have for undertaking a perilous heist to steal a priceless, all-powerful artifact or two? The notion is simply preposterous. I'm on this train as it is the first leg of my round-world journey. I'll have you know I have a scholarship. This is for my education and worldliness. Granted, the organization responsible for giving me the scholarship is not aware that they have done so. Okay. But I would never do something as foolish as squander a chance for a perfectly good education. Especially not for something as droll as the red and blue orbs. Even if they are insecurely guarded. For thousands. And unfathomably powerful. I simply would not do it. Okay. What's your alibi then? What were you doing? Yes, if it's an alibi you want, look no further than the flat-brained buffoon standing by the door. I've seen Stunfisk with more intellectual depth than he. This Claude refused to let me off the train for what may have well been hours, even after we'd come to a full stop. It's been 5 minutes. Sandstorms this, perimeter that. Even while the lights were still out, he was still incessantly annoying. Of course, there's no use in asking why I wanted to leave the train. It's definitely not because I'm afraid of the dark. Me too. Only babies are afraid of the dark, you're right. And I, of course, am a gentleman. You can be afraid of the dark when you're an adult, trust me. Ah, a reasonable line of questioning. Yes, I believe I have evidence enough to implicate at least one other individual on this train. Let me guess who. Though if you give me an hour or two, I'm sure I could gather and plant enough to have the whole company convicted. Damn. Regardless, for the current time, I would direct you to that man in the dark robes. John, I believe his name was. Okay. When the lights went out, he ran through this place like syphilis through a brothel. Damn, kid. Mom told me not to use that expression, but I told her that all language is a self-referential structure of arguments and increasing emotional intensities, and I had several more intense expressions ready for her if she tried to stop me. Anyway, that oaf practically tripped over me. Dithered out some apologies, but didn't bother to stop running. Shows you where his priorities lie. I'm sure he was making a break for it, straight to the back for the orbs. Go ahead and arrest him first. You can thank me later. If that's all, I'll be having my juice now, thank you. Okay, how about you? I can confidently say that no person has left or boarded the train since we departed the station. Great job. Whoever the culprit is, they must still be on board. Not for lack of trying, though. As soon as the lights went out, that kid over there wouldn't shut up. He kept screaming the entire time as if he were in some kind of mad panic. At least we know he didn't leave the room. The fact that these are here scares me. Also, oh hey, there you are. I wonder if there's something that you can do for, like, if you had a specific Pokemon. I don't know. What's up with you? Hi, I'm not under arrest, am I? I'm too young and preppy to go to jail. Tell me about your motives. I have no reason to steal the orbs. Honest. Now I know what you're thinking. There was an explosion, so it had to be me, right? Honestly, no. And that's fair. That's a reasonable course of thought no one could blame me for having. But even I'm not dumb enough to actually blow up the train we're moving on. What if there was a train reaction? What if there was a chain reaction and every individual car blew up like in those movies, creating a freak accident and killing everyone? I'm an arsonist, not a mass murderer. Okay, how about your alibi? What were you doing? Okay, this is gonna sound bad, but I can explain. During the blackout, I was hiding under a table. It's not because I was scared, promise. It's just, I didn't expect the lights to be out for so long. I thought it would be a brief flicker. Okay. So I thought it would be funny if when the lights went out, I ducked under the table and then they came back on, and then my date was like, huh, where'd she go? And then I'd pop up and be like, boo, and I'd have totally got him. But then the lights never came back up, and then I thought it might be a while, but I had already committed to the bit. And so I thought maybe the lights will stay out for a while. Maybe I can just go get a snack while I'm waiting for them to come back. So I crawled out and came back, and then the lights turned on, and now I'm under arrest. You have to help me. I just wanted to boo him. Okay. How about the others? It was Miss Crodbury in the ballroom with a candlestick. Of course. No, I don't know that. That would be funny. I don't think this train even has a ballroom. Or a candlestick. I'm sure they do. There's the weird lights, like it's the 1800s. Anyway, okay, this is going to sound really bad, but I'd rather you hear it from me than him. Me and that guy were totally talking about how we'd rob this train. Just hypothetically. Entirely hypothetically. We said I could go distract the conductor, not blow up the engine, and maybe turn the lights out while he snuck into the back to grab the orb. To do what? Oh god, okay. It was just a fun conversation. We weren't gonna go through with it. And for the record, he brought it up, not me. That's everything, right? I think so. Will you at least visit me in jail? Of course. Champion Kit. I don't have any evidence that your league colleague is definitely responsible for blowing up the engine. I'm just saying, I'd be more surprised if she didn't do it. Okay. How about you? Well, seems like we're on opposite sides again, But I'm as innocent can be. What have you got to ask me? Tell me about your motives. Why would you want to steal the orbs? You know, I don't think there's a point in denying this one. Either the orbs has power enough I could give either of the orbs. Okay, I confused myself. Has the power enough I could give me the edge I need to bring the Magma Gang back to full glory. That's just a no-brainer, right? I'd just be making myself look more suspicious if I lied about that. Cool. What were you doing? I'd love to give you an alibi. I was just sitting right here the whole time. Didn't move an inch, like a good little boy. The problem is, the person who could corroborate that story disappeared herself, which I'm guessing leaves me in the shitter. She and I were having a lively conversation. No idea why she'd just up and run off unless she got a very wrong idea. Okay, how about the others on the train? Well, I'd hate to do this, but that Julia girl said some pretty suspicious things. Damn! She suggested how she could go head up to the front and make the lights go out herself, and then lo and behold, out they went. But she was right here when that actually happened, so I don't imagine how she could have done that. My dogs are barking. I had my headphones still in my ear as I was walking away, and it was actually kind of nice having just this song play in the background while I'm walking through my house. Like, it was kind of enjoyable. Anyway, I don't imagine how she could have done that unless she uses an electrode, right? I'm imagining an interesting scenario in which she bowls it down the center of the train, scoring a strike in the engine room. But I didn't see anything of that, so best to discount it. She's suspicious, but I don't think she's guilty. I agree. You know, I think everybody's going to point fingers at her because of her past, but I don't think it was her. Also, if she rolled an electrode all the way through here, she would run into people, right? Like Crodbury. I don't technically know what the kid, whose name I can't remember, was doing, where exactly he was standing during all this, but you know. I don't think that would work, but I do like the visual. Thank you. Alright, I'm annoyed. Let's go. A couple in there was definitely talking about pulling off a heist on this train. When the lights went out, I was so sure they were going to do it, and that guy had been annoying me the whole ride. I was gonna stick my leg out and trip him in the dark as soon as he started walking back to the storage car, okay? But he never did. A few others came and went, and he really was right there the whole time. How I wish I could have seen him fall flat on his face. Okay, well that's a great alibi for him. Damn. Okay. How are you? Am I cursed? Did a hoopa jinx me? Is it my fate to suffer misfortune after misfortune and every time I so much as venture outside? Yeah. Anyway, why would you want to steal some orbs? Don't tell me you suspect me, too. Okay, sure, I've been known to go to extremes for the sake of the environment, and sure, the blue orb has been said to be a powerful water source, and together with the red orb could reshape the climate. Then, sure, the condition of the climate is a growing threat that nobody seems to either know what to do about or care enough to help. But that doesn't mean I was going back there to steal the orbs. Although, if someone did steal the orbs, they should definitely use them to help the planet. That's just a true statement of fact. Think about it. Okay, what's your alibi then? Okay, so this isn't the most positive alibi, but at the time of the incident, I was being detained by that officer over there, okay? He caught me over there just looking for the bathroom, I swear. And he held me up the entire time until it was already too late. I mean, until the lights came back on. Did you piss yourself, Sandy? There's no way I could have had a chance to go get them. Okay, do you know anything about any others? I'm glad you asked. You remember that Ignotia Crodbury whose office we flooded? Uh-huh. Turns out she's here, and I think she wants revenge. She started working from home after that, and I may have intercepted some of her personal correspondences. She wants to sell the orbs to her corporate shills. She has a history of illegal trading, and this is right up her alley. And who knows what she'd buy with all the money she could get from selling them. Don't trust anything she says. Okay? That's it. Save me! Let me talk to the officer. I am missing somebody, I notice. I was standing on guard back here at the time of the incident. First, I caught Sandy attempting to run into the storage room. Then someone else ran by me, and I couldn't catch them. Okay. I heard a great deal of shuffling, a deep voice cried out, and then no more. Notably, I did not hear the back door of the storage cart open. Oh, I see him. But there seemed to be screaming coming from the two carts down the line, so... Screaming coming from two carts... Oh, okay, the child. So I wonder if that simply masked it. I see you. Ah, what do you want? Why would you want to steal some orbs? Motives? Motives for what? What motive could I possibly have to steal the red and blue orbs and use them to return Team Meteor to their former might? Where were you? Shh, I need no alibi, for I am innocent. And because, although I confess I may have charged towards the storage car with the intent of stealing just a glance at the orbs, I was assailed in the darkness by all these boxes. I tripped on one, stumbled back here, and passed out. And then when the lights were back on, I thought it wisest to remain hidden. It was not wise. I may have hit my head. Okay, do you know anything about anybody else? I haven't seen much of the others, except for stepping on that boy as he was hollering about something or other. I swear that child screamed louder than some of our toughest cases at Dr. Connell's clinic. Eustace, his name was? I believe I saw that screen name in the CC of the message I received about this train ride. What message? Eustace Overlord, I believe it was. What a devil child. He was certainly planning something. But I suspect several others of the notable passengers on this train received the same message I did. The orbs were aboard. They could be stolen, it said. There was a message sent to all the passengers that the orbs were on board. There were 5 recipients of the message besides myself. Someone was clearly setting all this up, but who could it be? Was that your... hold on, I got too much information all at once. Was that your other's comment? Yeah, okay. There was a message sent to 5 people on the train that the orbs were on board. One of them was John. One of them was Eustace. So that's still 3 other people who got a message. Leave. This is a most lamentable turn of events. After all our work, how could we still have failed to secure the orbs? Tell me about the orbs. It's completely baffling. The orbs were secured in this case to which only I have the key. No one has taken the key from me, yet there's no signs of damage on the case. How could they have just disappeared? And where are they now? Okay. What about your monitoring? Indeed, I was keeping a close eye on the passengers in the time leading up to the blackout. Not too much of anything happened, but I'll tell you everything I did notice. The child, Eustace, seems to be making a fuss about everything he could, ordering even my officers this way and that for the most trivial of things. I'd wondered if he had been trying to occupy their attention for something, but he's just a child after all. Miss Crodbury was making a similar stink. She kept walking out to the center car, but as soon as she saw me, she would just yell about something about the food being miserable and head back. I saw some others pass by, to and from the dining car. But thinking about it, a couple times, such as Sandy and John, may have ended up on the opposite side from where they started. I also noticed Julia and that gang leader consorting, whispering a bit here and there. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I felt it best not to intervene in a date without more evidence. After a time, the lights went out. I sent my men forward just in case and went to check on the engine room at once. I wish I could read. It's as you know it from there. Okay, what are your suspects? Our initial investigation has turned up 6 possible suspects. Rodbury. A shrewd shrew, we're aware she's engaged in illegal underground trading in the past. Second, Sandy, the reserve ground-type gym leader. While it's a shame to suspect a League member, she's shown a past willingness to violate the law for her admittedly well-intentioned activism. Third, Maxwell. His gang has been dissolved, but he has an extensive history of heists, and it's hard to deny that orbs could have a particular relevance to him. Fourth, John. He was released on bail after being captured during the Gate City raid. Lord only knows how he got funds for it. He claims to have left Meteor behind, but I find it difficult to trust him nonetheless. Fifth, Julia. We've let her get away with a lot due to her status and influence, but forget thinking twice. We'd be lucky if she thought once about blowing something up. The state of the engine room unfortunately makes her a prime suspect. Finally, Eustace. Eustace has no documented criminal record, but he seems to be a particularly troubled child, as well as an intelligent one. A dangerous combination, and it manifests in an apparent total ethical blindness which has led him to skirt several laws already. In each incident, he has been completely absolved on legal technicalities. To be honest, the child is terrifying when he wants to be. That's it, regrettably. Full house of fools. There's always a chance that someone else could be involved, but to our research, these 6 seem to be the most likely by far. Okay. So, what I want to know is who else got an email? Whoops. I accidentally kept pressing the button. I don't think that I can just ask people. It seems to only be the suspects. Intriguing. Okay, so I think that... Hold on, let me go through all of them. Sandy's motive is she was talking to this guy. John says that he tripped. What do you say? A deep voice cried out, then no more. Notably, I did not hear the back door of the storage cart open. But he's not 100% sure. The deep voice crying out would be him actually tripping. But the fact that there's reasonable cause that the police officer just didn't hear the door open. I think Sandy's good. I think Maxwell and Julia are fine. Eustace, I think, is okay. Crodbury, she says that Crodbury would not have been able to run that fast. Is that everybody? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is everybody. Okay, let me refresh myself on Crodbury real fast. What's your alibi? Oh, this was just you yelling at me the whole time. Okay. Pass. And then your others, you haven't seen anybody else. In the middle of the blackout, no less, was that Tits for Brains bimbo gym leader, who came, got a snack, and then went back under the table to make a joke. Okay. But then that's also a good alibi for Crodbury, because if Julia came and got a snack during the blackout, it couldn't have been Crodbury, because Crodbury was in the snack cart. Actually, that's a really good alibi. I'm still not entirely sure. The problem is I don't want to say I'm done investigating and not be 100% sure of myself. But I'm not entirely sure that it's one of these 6 that it's forcing me to think it is. If I had to choose one of the 6, I'd choose John. Because his alibi seems the weakest. He tripped and fell, and this police officer did hear the trip, supposedly. But it could have also just been anything else. It wasn't necessarily a trip. I'm very intrigued. Okay. I'm gonna save here, because I just remembered that I could save anywhere. And then I'm gonna say, I really want to say that it's not one of the 6, but if I have to choose one of the 6, I'd say John. And I feel really bad about that, because he's already been in a big scandal. But his alibi just seems the weakest. I'm so sorry, I pressed the wrong button again. Done investigating, I guess? Are you quite sure? No, but I'm gonna say yes. The red orb has been found? Excellent news, let us assemble at once. Bring the orb and all the primary suspects to the dining cart. I'll be there at once. Orb. I have the red orb right here. I was trying to see what repairs I could make to the engine, and I just found it inside. Intriguing. Truly a wrench in my plans. Inside the engine, you say? Yes, sir. I have no idea how it could have gotten there. The front end wasn't even accessible until I cleared away some of the debris. Give it here. I see, there's not a mark on it. Even if we're sturdy enough to remain undamaged, if it were present at the time the engine exploded, we'd expect to see some kind of soot or grime on it. This must have been placed in the engine at some point after the initial destruction. Obviously. Even a basculin could deduce that. Silence, child. You'll speak when spoken to. And whenever else I please. Officer, did your search yield anything? No, sir. We thoroughly searched all 6 primary suspects, and there's still no sign of the blue orb. And you violated at least 8 privacy laws in the process. Young man couldn't resist getting a pat and feel on this lady, could you? Ooh, officer. Can't say I blame you, but I don't want your grubby paws coming near me any time in the future. I took no pleasure in it, ma'am. With all due respect, I would rather eat the entire Tourmaline Desert one spoonful of sand at a time than touch you again. You foul-mouthed barbarian. When we get back to the city, I'll sue you sideways. I'll make you regret the day you ever crawled out of your mother's stinking hole, and, ma'am, if you speak one more word, I will personally throw you out of this train and strand you in the desert. Damn. The red orb was found at the opposite side of the train from where it was stolen. The blue orb is still missing. I'm beginning to have my suspicions. But before that, Kit, tell me the results of your investigation. Oh no. Presumably you spoke to each of these suspects. Please now talk to the person you find the most suspicious here. I hate this. I hate this. I'm scared of being wrong. Should I save here? The game doesn't necessarily say. It says talk to the person who you think is the most suspect. But it doesn't necessarily say it has to be one of the 8, right? Or one of the 6. What am I saying? And I've said since the beginning... Can I do this? Is the game gonna allow me to do this? I'm nervous. I'm scared. Simply talk to the person that you find most suspicious and we'll go from there. Any of them will do. Any one of them will do, no? You keep talking to me. Don't tell me. Could it be that you actually find me to be suspicious? I've said since the beginning I think it's the chief. Yeah? Oh. You're right, young champion, to be suspicious of everyone and everything. Make no assumptions. Take nothing for granted. These are the hallmarks of a truly astute detective. But I'm afraid your cunning will not be rewarded this time. Why not? Officer, please search the accused. Okay? You mean you, sir? Precisely. The blue orb is still missing. If I am the culprit, I should have it on my person, should I not? Not necessarily. You could have hidden it somewhere, but... All clean, sir. So you see, it couldn't be me. Or if it were, where could I have hidden the blue orb? Until you can answer that, there's simply... Sir, did you piss yourself? Kit. Why is water coming out of your bag? Out of my bag? You these days don't even know how to store water right. Kit, check your bag. That's not the right one. You know, I for bag. I mean, I'm literally checking my bag. It would be in key items, I assume. And all the way. Reveal glass. Let's go. Yep. Interesting. Who pickpocketed me? It could have been while the lights were out. Use it, I guess. The blue orb was in Kit's backpack all along? Ugh, should have known filth like that would be good for nothing thief. You really couldn't think of anywhere better to hide it? Hold on, that orb may not be the genuine article. Okay, well at least the chief's on my side? Question mark? Allow me to confirm. I mean, I made a puddle. Uh-huh. And goodbye. Yep. He just took it out of your hands and left? That is the story of this entire game. Sandy, this entire game has been the enemies taking things straight out of my hands and just leaving. I have butterfingers. That's so cheap. How could this happen? Lazy writing. Quick. After him. At least they know, like, enough that they can make fun of themselves in this way. The recovery train has arrived. We can begin evacuating passengers back to Reborn City. The chief has disappeared. Of course he did. Oh, there's a portal in the engine car instead. Urgent message from Reborn City. Everything's happening so much. The police chief has discovered... He was what? Tied up and disrobed in his bathroom. Oh, I get it now. I was like, oh my god. He absconded to his bathroom and then somebody tied up and disrobed him? No, somebody's pretending to be the chief. Okay. What? The police chief took a portal to Reborn City just to get naked and practice shibari in his bathroom? Same. No, ma'am, the chief that boarded this train was an imposter. And now it's dark again. You got the lights now. The backup power supply probably ran dry. 1 second, please. I'm obsessed with this. Quickly now, the reserve power won't last. You give chase to the chief. I mean the thief. We'll take care of things here and get all the passengers to safety. If you say so. I love this. Alright, well I do need to check and see if there are any Pokemon in here. Relationship point choices. If you accuse Julia, you'll get -1 point. But apparently, like, Sandy and everybody else doesn't care. You can check your bag to find the blue orb inside before making any accusation. This will cause everyone to fight you in a gauntlet. Okay. Love that. Not. Each will battle you once accused. Sorry, I'm reading about things that I could have done. Okay. You can get Irantrum, which I have, and Blacephalon, which sounds like a made-up Pokemon to me. Blacephalon. Oh, that one. Okay. So we need to look for that while we're in here. What a game. Chef's kiss, honestly. Hey, if I lose my everything, okay. Can I go back and heal my Pokemon? We're gonna be here until we find a Blacephalon, which has an 8% chance, by the way. That's Mr. Mud. I should probably turn on my thingamabob. Oh, I could put it in favorite items? That would be so good. Instead, I keep going to items. Magnetic Lure, give, Espeon. I should save before I do anything. Just in case. You. I don't even know. I have no idea what you are. Fire Ghost. You're right. If I were to look at that Pokemon, I would think it was Fire Ghost too. How do you feel about Psychic? Good. I guess I don't need to. I guess I didn't need to do that because there's not going to be just that one, but okay, no psychic. How about Psybeam? Oh my god, hi! How do you feel about Psybeam? Whoa. My god, shit, motherfucker. That one I'm resetting for. Well, we can try again and hope that it doesn't blow its own mind out. Blow its own brains out again. It probably will, though. Psybeam. You know what? I wish I had a quick ball. But instead I'm just gonna start tossing balls at it. I don't know if that move is like 100% every time it's gonna kill him. Great, I need to go ball shopping. Use the Reborn ball. I think this is pretty much the best I've got, so yep. Well, this doesn't bode well. Oh, I guess technically speaking, I don't need to fight battles. Can you die immediately? No? Cool. Because I could just skip them. There we go. This is gonna be a bitch. Welcome to what I do in between episodes. Over and over again, except this time you have to sit here and hold hands with me while I do this. Any day now. My goodness. Can I go back and get a quick ball, please? Premier ball. Okay. Trick. Oh shit. I've been tricked. Okay. Trick again. Can I get a treat? Hello? Trick isn't working because it's not Halloween. It's August 24th. You can't do that yet. The other day I was thinking that the month that comes after August is October. It's not. This fun little fact. I'm stupid. There we go. I do kind of like the sound of that though. It sounds like fireworks. Well. Okay. Not extremely good for me. Or for you, I guess. We're just gonna keep doing this over and over again. I have revives too. Over and over again in these 3 tiny pieces of grass. Oh my god, Blacephalon? No way. Ultra Ball? That, honestly, that was close. No, that one wasn't. Ultra Ball. Shit, okay. I'll take it. It slithers towards people. Not what I thought it was going to say at all. That's... Oh, fireworks Pokemon. Wow. Sounds like fireworks. Haha, I'm stupid. Then without warning, it triggers the explosion of its own head. God, you'd be so good in a horror game, what the fuck? Can I get a horror Pokemon game where I'm just being hunted down Five Nights at Freddy's style by a Blacephalon? That would go hard. Item give odd incense. Yes. I think you had your incense actually for a second there, but whatever. Anyway, continuing on. I don't know why I'm checking rocks. We don't do that anymore. Hey? Hey man, what's up? So you're like that guy. No, didn't I? That one guy, I can't remember the name of, who kept appearing as different people. Didn't I eventually get him to like leave town, or he got put in jail or something? That doesn't make sense, but that's the only person that I can think of who does this. Or you could just be a product of a Pokemon. So, you're giving chase after all. Of course you would. I should have known much after our little chat in Train Town. After all, it's only to be expected in the wake of... Yep, Corin Rouge. Corin Rouge, the dashing rogue. You did well to seek me out in the end. What should have been a carefully laid plan was unraveled all too quickly. You see my friend beside me? I'm sure with all the recent happenstances, this needs no explanation. It was divine providence, or something close enough, that this friend happened to open a portal into my cell within the jail, okay. And as you can imagine, we've been fast friends ever since. The plan this time was not so complex. As soon as I caught wind of the orb's discovery, I began following the trail of information. My investigation was detected, and the chief changed the shipment to an earlier train, so I knew I had to act fast. I sent out an invitation to the 6 individuals you interviewed, each who might have stolen it for their own purposes. Just as intended, they each tried. Each tried? They each tried to steal it? I need to have a talking to with my friends. But just as ever, I was miles ahead. My friend here did the heavy lifting. A few torn circuits at the front of the train, warp to the back as the lights go out. Surely I misread that. They did not each try to steal the fucking orbs. You mean they each tried to go on vacation? What? Back to the front to hide the orbs away in the engine compartment. The blue orb in particular will be priceless for the citizens of Train Town. That's true. Water would be nice. If we can simply learn to control its properties as a water source, they'll never need to worry again. But it seems my friend here decided to have a bit of fun and snuck it into your bag instead. 10 out of 10, the little giggle. Not the first time it's done that. Snuck things into my bag. Seems to think it's funny. I can't say with confidence that it's wrong. Nevertheless, we've chatted long enough, have we not? I have a getaway to make yet. Rather than running, however, I think I prefer our odds standing and fighting, of course. Me and my friend together against your power. Who do you think will come out on top? Me. Seems luck wasn't on my side, after all. Huh? So even this was not enough. And there's only one thing left to do. Run! Yeah. I felt that. Anyway. Oh, a Healy thingy. I don't need it. I don't need no stinking Healy thingy. Okay, shit, we have new places. Oh, wait. Wait, I am a fool. Okay. We have to hug the left. There was this over here. I need the Z cell. Okay. Then... Oh, that was a 12v6. Oh, this thing that's coming up is the Route 4 New World, which we've already been to, supposedly. Hi, Tyrant. So I don't need to worry about what Pokemon are there. And then it's taking me to different places, but the next New World, and then the next one after that, I don't need to care about. Okay. I'm trying not to read too much, but give it up. The Hoopa's portal on my side. I didn't even know you were up there. You haven't a hope of catching me. And I still have both the orbs, right here. Wait, where did the blue orb go? I was gonna say I'm about to piss myself again. Forget it. I still got the red orb right here. We can run through altered space all day, kid. Save yourself the effort and head home now. May we meet again, never. Alright, so anyway, I need to get up there. How do I... Oh my god. Okay, hold on. So... It's fine. I'll figure it out. What? They got away? How could they? I was right on their tail the entire time. It's not this way, is it? I masquerade. I'm about to get so lost. Not that way. Okay. Well. This way. Then there should be one... And then what if I go through the wrong one? And I just go back to where I was before? This doesn't help me. Oh, was there maybe a secret area I could have gone through while I was down there? God damn it. Okay, hold on. Okay. This way. That's the way we were in before. Through here. This will get us back to the beginning after I go through this. Now we're back to where we were. I don't think I can go this way and down. No. Oh. Didn't think I could jump. Okay, this way. And now I'm gonna go this way. Oh, and down. I'm lost. This way. And then... this way. And then... I've been here before. Am I missing something? Hold on. I need to get back to where I was. There has to be an easier way to get here. Follow the path all the way to the portal up top. That's what the walkthrough says. Follow the path. So I must be missing something easy. Okay, that's where my portal was. I'm gonna start from the very beginning. This is my portal. I go... follow the path. The literal path that's on the ground. Okay, I could see about going that way. It just says follow the path. What do you want from me? Where am I? Okay. Nothing? This way. I don't think it wants me to go that way. I think I'm supposed to be going the opposite way? I'm looking at what's underneath me, like there's a secret somewhere. This isn't it. Where does this one take me again? Up top? At the bottom? I'm lost. I'm even more lost than I was before. This was a mistake. Okay, not this way. Just said follow the path. I don't know where the path is. All the way to the portal up top where Corin Rouge is. That's all that it says. I'm just in here somewhere, and I gotta get to the portal where he was. And I hate everything. Where am I? Okay. I remember the first time that I came here, and it was so much simpler. This is just gonna show me that there's a path. Just that one there. Okay. Tree, rock. Oh, there's one up there. Okay. Gotta get back to the brownish area. I'm in the gray zone. Okay, there's a path. Not this way. Up more? Up more. It's not this way. Oh my god, where was it? This one. Okay. I was close. And then... Should I just reset? Where am I? Up here. Okay. We need to go that way. Where am I? Up here. Then there's a path. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep... Nope, okay. I know there's a path this way, but that's not the path that I want to take. I don't want to go back that way. I want to go to the right more. Doesn't let me go up from here. Okay, there must be a path above. I think that's how that worked. I think that's what I saw. Damn it, how do I get there? This is not it. I want to go up there. I'm resetting. I don't know where I am. I'm so lost and confused. Okay. This, and we have the whole conversation of like, catch me if you can. And then I need to go in there. Follow the path all the way up to the portal. Where he is. Where is the path? There's nothing down here I can do. I could go to where that is. And then go that way. Okay, so it's something... Just checking to make sure that there isn't any. Something with that one. Let me see what my options are. Don't take any ports. Do not go to the gray area. Go to the gray area, your life is forfeit. This way. Is this the only path that I can take here? Is that the only ladder available to me? I think it is. I think it is. There's this one as well. But... Okay, this one goes this way. It's just taking me further in the top right, and I don't want to be there. Doesn't help me. Down here. This one. I'm lost. I don't know where I am. Okay, this is the very top. I don't want to be up here. I definitely don't want to take that. That's gray. I'm not going to any more gray ever again. Okay. Not that way. I can't do anything here. Can't jump there. Am I gonna look up a map for this area? No. Am I gonna make it easier on myself? No, I'm just gonna suffer. We're all gonna suffer together. Okay, there's no secret places here. Okay, I know vaguely where I am right now. The problem is I don't want to go this way. I go there. Okay, this takes me to the beginning where I was. I have to go this way, I think. And from here, I want to go more this way. So obviously that's not where I'm supposed to go if I want to go that way. That's not a secret way. This is below. This is where I wanted to be. This one was it. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Get me in then. Put me in, coach. Okay. I doubt we're gonna be in there. This is one of the rings. It's different from all the other ones. Okay. You know, this has been fun. Okay. I should throw legendary items around more often. Say, have you checked your items pocket lately? No. Why? My items? For what? My magnetic lure? What'd you put in here? Everything else is in ABC order except for what's at the bottom. And you said specifically my items pocket. I don't see anything new, unless you meant... I mean, I have the orb. I don't know what that meant. Unless... Wait, hold on. Is that the prison bottle? Who put that there? I'm walking away. Okay, I'm just kidding with you. The only prison here is the one you're in now. Honestly, yeah. Consigned to an eternity of being forced to check an overstuffed backpack. Anyway, I'll stop talking to myself now, but... Oh, I almost forgot to mention. I found another one of your friends lying around. Keep an eye out, okay? Okay? Thank you. Can I go through the door now? I don't know if that was the right door, but, you know, whatever. Honestly, I'm not going to question. Besides, which way am I going? I'm not going to question, like, which one of my friends? What's going to go on next? Just... Okay. Whoops. Okay, not that way. I'm looking specifically for circular doors. And it could be that I'm not supposed to go here at all. Because I went through a rectangle door in order to get here. But... I can't. I could also just follow the walkthrough. I was trying to read it there real quick and I got confused. Next, you'll find yourself in the Van Hanen Castle New World. Straight up from here is the portal. Follow the path of the New World Route 2 until the fork. Is this the fork? And then go left. Enter the door. Maybe I am supposed to go through this door? Find the next ring. Sure enough. Would not have thought of that. Okay. What you doing? Okay. Ooh, wait, is that... Shoot, I didn't mean to send him over here. That's not a friend. So sorry about that little mix-up. Our staff will get that cleaned up right away. Here, we'll make that go away. That's better. Now just forget you ever saw anything, okay? Yep, totally. The real one is just ahead. Not even gonna say anything about that, just... Okay. This way... I assume up? Could be down. I assume down? That way. Okay, got it. Door. But do I want to go through the door? Or do I want to go through another hoop? A second door. I'm so lost. God damn it. You put me in every other area I've been before. Just die. You're making me lost. Okay, not that way. Hi. Then make your way to the Caldeo beach fight area. I don't know where that is. I just want to leave. Let me save before I get my ass kicked by random Pokemon. Is it through this door? The beach. Yes. The beach. Okay. Hi. Oh. She brought me back? Why? I was sure she was done with me in Labradora. She could have made me win if she wanted. She only loses because she wants to. I can pretty much guess everything that happened while I was out. You broke the rest of Team Meteor, got all the keys back, she took you to the Citadel, opened the new world, and then let you win. Right? You're probably thinking, she didn't let me win, I won with my own power. No, she let you win. Trust me. She got bored of all that. She got bored of that doll a long time ago. It couldn't say much at first, but eventually she learned to make it speak. Speaking through it was still difficult, though, so... Can we stop with the creepy music? I'm not trying to be intimidating here. Thanks. So you beat the doll, and Lynn pretended to be defeated, but the new world already exists, and now a bunch of stupid stuff keeps happening. That doll originally only existed so she could get herself out. But then she started having fun with it. She didn't get out, did she? She went from being trapped by the closed world to being trapped by her own power. And now that she's getting bored, she brought me back. Basically, once again, I'm just here to play a part and meet the others' expectations. Oh my god, can you get this stupid black aura off of me already? I swear it's made of juice that makes you dramatically monologue. Just fight or whatever and it'll come off. Skip battle? Yeah. Great, thanks. Much better. But if you were expecting me to be back to my usual chaotic persona, I'm going to have to disappoint you. That umbral energy draws out the most destructive parts of a person. Okay. Because somebody thought that was a convenient plot device. The most destructive parts of a person? Samson? We need a doc? That was real? But in my case, it doesn't really matter. I was already there. I still have some of that juice in me, so bear with it for a moment. My parents generally expected me to get good grades, stay out of trouble, blah blah blah. They weren't especially strict compared to other parents, and it's not like they were abusive. But I always got really shaken up whenever I did get in trouble with them or with anyone else. It was crushing. It was ridiculous, but every time it felt like I was about to be charbroiled and executed. Talk about an overreaction. So to avoid the feeling, I got used to living my life the way others thought I should. Wake up, go to school, do the work, come home, study, go to sleep, rinse, lather, repeat. Just like all the other 7 billion whatever people on this planet. Automatic process, automatic life. Stay in line, wait for the midlife crisis to kick in. All of it's just so pointless. Then I met her. I met the real her, not that doll. She really opened my eyes. If it's pointless anyway, you may as well have fun with it, she said. Break the rules, color outside of the lines. Why not? Isn't it better than living a cookie-cutter life? She went on to do just that. She found me and recruited me to the team to help rescue her. I found freedom under her power. Because with her, the rules didn't matter anyway. She was in it for the same reason. Everything is awful. May as well have some fun. I think I was the only person she trusted because we had that in common. There's probably a lot I could tell you about her and her plans, but I don't think she'd want that. Even now, she's probably watching. Aren't you? Did you bring me back out of pity? Or was it boredom? Looks like I'm left out to guess at it now, too. I don't care enough to. I didn't ask to come back. Better to go out with a bang than burn out and fade away. And I don't think I have that same zaniness left in me anyway. Or that much, or whatever. What about you? Did you find it funny, all of my antics before? No? Just obnoxious, right? Sometimes I even annoyed myself with it all. But it's better than withering away under monotony. That's what I told myself. I shouldn't still be here. Just let me go. Both of you. I mean, it's not that I found her, like, obnoxious, but can I go? I have to surf for this little tiny bit and then get on here. Like, she's definitely an interesting character, I feel like. What an interesting side. But I wouldn't say that I found her funny before, just kind of, like, weird. Like, that kind of humor where you're not expecting somebody to say something. And so you laugh because it's unexpected, but not because it's funny. That sort of thing. Interesting, though. Interesting side to her character. Makes me... You're still here. I thought you were gone. It makes me think of some of the other things. And, I don't know her character as a whole. You want to talk about it? Just leave me. I'm sure you were doing something before I interrupted. I don't need to be a part of this story anymore. Okay, apparently I can't, like, change her mind. Hey, I'm leaving. You'll never see me again. Okay, I'm really leaving this time. Oh, hi. Oh my god, you're about to Scooby-Doo me. Incredible. The Tyrantrum come. Oh my god, Tara, please join in. Yes, let's go! Oh my god, yes. Julia. Stop. No, that was such a good use of both, like, this scene, Yakety Sax, the song. That was funny. I could have watched that all day. Hammer time. Got it. Nice. Anyway, so now I'm here. So let me get this straight. The chief was an imposter, the train was grounded in the desert, the red orb was stolen, the thief got away, it suffered head trauma, and an entire pocket of New World space was completely destroyed in an explosion so intense that tremors were felt throughout the entire desert and city. Yep, that about sums it up. In my defense, I was left unattended with Tara for more than 30 seconds. This is really going to put a damper on our relationship, isn't it? Okay, Juju as in a nickname for Julia. And I got it on like, damn. How did you even cause a chemical explosion in the New World with only a giant mallet, 4 dozen rubber ducks, and a half-eaten rare candy? Where the hell did you get all those rubber ducks? Trust me, you don't want to know. Yeah, I do. No, you don't. No, I don't. Julia, weren't you being evacuated to the recovery train anyway? How did you even get caught up in all this? Oh, it's simple. The guy in the officer hat said, "This way, please," so I just went the other way. But why? No, never mind. Forget it. It's not worth it. I saw you dip out and followed you. I would have gotten there sooner, but I tripped on a space rock and had to free fall for a while. I would have wanted to see that. We're just having a conversation and all of a sudden, just falling through the sky. Would have been great. Well, it's a good thing you did. If you hadn't, you would have just been caught in the damage too. You're all incredibly lucky that Sandy was able to recover you from the New World despite the destruction. Goodness, when Sandy is the responsible one, what does this come to? Hey, I'm super responsible. Responsible for a lot of problems, maybe. I've never caused a problem in my life. Me neither. I caused your mom problems last night, lol. Did we have to bring her back? Yeah. But why? Aw, shucks. Relationship points +1. Let's go. I ain't telling you secrets no more, though. My brain cells— oh no, sorry, my Brian cells— have officially left the building. Perished in the war. The fire. Whatever. The explosion? Yeah, that one. Disappeared into the atmosphere with one last hasta la vista. Just like my father. Sandy, would you like to play a game? Sure, I love games. Covered Tara's mouth. For each sentence you stop her from saying, I'll shred one of your incident reports. You got it. Wait, no, you can't. Arrgh. Isn't that just an abuse of power? Not if they're also digitized. They're what? Multi-sized. I said they're multi-sized. Kit, if you wouldn't mind, I will take custody of the blue orb again. We'll see it stored away safely here, since clearly sending it abroad is impractical. Thank you. However, I'm afraid you've been fooled again. For it is I, Corin Rouge. I'm kidding, of course. Don't worry, I'm quite myself. You better be kidding. That trick stood me up. Corin Rouge? You were gonna go on a date with Corin Rouge? If you were him, I'd knock all your lights out right here and now. Anyway, there's one more upside to all this. The Hoopa responsible for freeing Corin Rouge and stealing the orbs has been recovered. It was apparently rendered unconscious amidst the destruction as well. I'm sure you did your best despite everything. You're the obvious choice of owner to keep it out of— I retrieve a Hoopa. Okay. Wait, what about me? Didn't you board that train with the intention of stealing the orbs? Yeah, question. What the fuck, guys? No. I suppose I'll have to write a report about that, too. Not if I shred it first. Wait, will you take the hoopa? Yeah. Thank goodness. As always, you're a pillar of stability. Ow, she bit me. In a world that desperately needs one. Stop licking my hand! No. No. You should be on your way now. In the meantime, I have a few final words for the 3 Stoogettes over here. Isn't a Stoogette a kind of mushroom? No, but if they're similarly dangerous. They're similarly dangerous if handled poorly. Thank you, Kit. God, what the fuck? Just what the fuck? I was not expecting to ever get Tara back. We had a whole thing about how, like, she's tired of being the goofy one, and then she went back to being the I'm heading to the wrong place. She went back to being the goofy one. What was up with that? Anything that happened there. I did really like the mystery of the train, though. That was really cool. Sucks that all of them tried to steal things, but you know, whatever. Hey, girly pop. Hi, baby. Did you come to ask for a dance? Well, sorry, I'm taken by Chaos. Me and Chaos are the best. OTP, S+ support, baby. Thanks for helping me reunite us, by the way. I'm bored. You think Julia wants to blow stuff up later? Want to talk about it? How easily it is to forget ourselves here. How lovely that must be. You don't want to talk about it? Really? I thought for sure. Okay, how about Julia? Hiya. Oops, sorry for yelling. I'm in extra happy fun mood now because boomies. Not that I'm always the extra cheeriest around, but explosions make everything better. Plus I gotta make a new friend. You know, it's kind of unfortunate though, that Corin guy ran off. I know, he was in big trouble with the police and he stood me up, and sure, he's kind of a notorious thief, but he was really cute. Girl, what the fuck? Not that I'd ever give him another chance after he stood me up, but you gotta admit, it would sure be an exciting relationship. It's too bad things with the other guy didn't work out. Do you remember his name? Julia, do you remember his name? Anywho, I'm sure you've got things to do, and I've got a 5th cup of coffee to get to. Enjoy your day. Anybody else who wants to talk? Anybody else who got caught up in these shenanigans? And how about you? The hero of the day, once again, I truly can't thank you enough. The train robbery was a volatile situation, and you handled it wonderfully. I suppose it's probably too much to hope for that Corin Rouge fellow has learned his lesson. But I believe I'll hope for it nonetheless. He seemed to have good intentions, after all. He just let things go a bit too far. And thankfully, no one was hurt. I wonder. We really should work on trying to figure out a solution to the water problem out in Train Town. Just another thing to look into, I suppose. Oh, but don't you worry about that, Kit. I'll let you know if there's anything you can do, but in the meantime, please, take care of yourself. And let's hope that little troublemaking Pokemon is through with that, too. We don't want things going missing around here. Enough things get lost as it is. Okay, are my Pokemon healed? They are. Good. Okay. Looking to see... Wonder if you want to say anything? Thanks for bringing oh god. Not the bang back together. Oh god. Let's just say our bartending friend was starting to get a little concerned about me and my intake volume before. Trying to run from the loneliness. But listen, you can't tell them I said this, right? I'll never hear the end of it. You did good, champ. Thanks! Unlike some people who didn't want to talk about it. Anyway, moving on. What do you have for me? Yikes. Hi again. So it turns out you're some kind of big shot celeb who saved the world or whatever. If I'd known that, I might have shown you a little bit more respect in the times we talked. Would you have really? As if. You're just too easy to bully. Now strap up, hero. There's work to be done. A witness reported a new anomaly. Okay, anomaly is so pretentious. Let's just call it what it is. Someone saw a legendary at the glass workstation on Route 4. Great. I don't think that I can fly directly there, so it's gonna be a whole thing. She also specifically requested we send someone familiar with the building, and from what I've heard, you technically fit the bill. I'm assuming she's still in the area, so you probably need to get up there before she causes any trouble. Who is it? That's all I've got. Get going. Who's gonna cause trouble at the gas workshop station, whatever? Did I say gas or glass? Oh my god. I'm gonna stop talking now and just head there. How close can I get? Where is it, by the way? I've forgotten. I've completely forgotten. It's like around here somewhere. But I don't know which one's closer. They're all the same. Only the names have changed. Oh good, this is aiding and abetting Blade Star. It's the next one in the walkthrough. Head. Okay, the walkthrough says head south from Obsidia Ward into Opal Ward. You'll see a few characters from Rejuvenation as a cameo here. I haven't played Rejuvenation. Why would I? And he can get a cotton candy. Okay. Anyway, to a gate. Okay. And make your way to the glass workstation, if you say so. I know where that is, for sure. Oh god, not this city. I don't even know which one a gate is. Glass workstation. I'm gonna assume it's up here. If we go this- oh god, if we go this way. Yeah, I think so? And then I want to go that way, but in order to do that, I need to go like this. Easy. Perfect. Who is here to meet me? No one. In here? Okay, I just wanted to double check and make sure. Do we want to go like down here? Where? Maybe it's in the other entrance. Because they won't think that I'll go this way. I can't go this way. Am I in the wrong place? Like... second floor? And then we want to go... I don't know, in here? Where am I going? What am I looking for? Not in here. Hello? In here? In... the Healy thingy is here, but it's also, like, been there since the last time I've been here, so okay. You look like one of the Sailor Moon characters. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect to run into someone all the way down here. What are you doing down here, may I ask? Hello? Are you okay? Can you hear me? Please excuse my directness, but I'm not going to continue this conversation with you until you respond to me. What are you doing? Oh. Yeah. Oh. But I asked you that first. At least they responded to me. Oh, so you're here for a legendary Pokemon. Must be that... I don't know what Pokemon that is. What is that? Magiarna? We're getting into some weird shit. Okay, what game was this? Hold on. Introduced in Generation 7. Sun and Moon. That makes sense. Yeah, alright. Magiarna. Magiarna? Dude. Anyway, I'm down here because I'm interested in a sort of machine, we'll call it. Oh, but where are my manners? I haven't even introduced myself. My name's Flora. Flora Gravilia. I'm from a region far away called Avium. I'm sure you've heard of it, perhaps. I don't think so. You're joking, right? Well, whatever, whether you know about it or not is fine. I am a senior at Axis High University. I'm here to conduct research on a certain device that can be found here in Reborn. Since you're here in Reborn, I'm going to assume you've heard of Team Meteor. And by extension, you've probably heard of a device called a Pulse. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm writing a paper about them. If you know about pulses, is this like rejuvenation stuff? Is that why it was saying, like, you'll see a couple of cameo rejuvenation characters? If you know about pulses, then I'm going to need your help. I originally came here because I heard that this used to be a meteor base, but I've come up with nothing. So you, sorry, I didn't ask your name. Kit? Got it. So, Kit, you wouldn't happen to know where I could find a pulse device, right? I know of a few places. Wow, spectacular. In that case, could you bring them to me? Bring me to them. I misread. I was like, I'm not picking those up. They're huge. Oh, but I wouldn't just let you do this for free. I'll repay you. Remember that thing you were talking about before? That one Pokemon you've never heard of in your life? I may or may not have found something that may help out with that in this warehouse. Oh, but, I can't remember too much. Maybe you can help jog my memory. How so? So please, I'm begging you. Please take me to see those pulse machines. I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Kit. So if we're going to do this, then let's get started right away. Where to first? And listen, bud, you gotta fulfill your side of the bargain before I tell you anything. For all I know, I could just tell you about Magiarna, or whatever, and you just run off. So I'll ask again, where to? Am I gonna transport myself there? Let's just go down the list. Magnezone. Uh-huh. So we're going to head off to the Devon Co. building. That's far. Guess that's okay, though. Should be totally worth it in the end. Shall we go together? Sure. And let's be off. Great. I love this for me. My god. Like, for sure, she's gonna do some shit, right? I should not trust her, but I'm here, so it should be fine. It's a pulse machine. So you weren't just pulling my leg. Interesting. Time to get to work. No, this just won't do. Why did I take her to this one first? This one's like the worst one to take somebody to. You're gonna join up with Zero now. First of all, the lighting in this room is trash. Second of all, this room and machine are both trashed. Everything's consistent here, I see. Just kidding, I can't see shit. Kit, I'm very grateful, Kit, but, this was kind of, a waste of time because the machine is so heavily damaged. I'm sorry to ask you this, but do you happen to know of a pulse machine that's in better sorts? Thank hell. I mean, thank goodness. Okay, so where would this other pulse machine be? Labradora? Do you know where we just were? We were practically right next to Labradora. Why did you make us travel all the way? Calm down, Flora. Oceans. Waves. You're at the beach. The wind is blowing. A wingle just flew off with your steak tartare. So sorry about that outburst. I just don't understand. You know what? Never mind. It's a Labradora City it is, then. Okay, take me there. We're going together. Okay. Honestly, same. Okay, this one's in a lot better shape, although the laser attachment is weird. Might ruin some things, but I can't complain. Listen, this is probably going to take some time. Please stand by. Huh? Have you seen the Pokemon that was placed within this pulse? I see, so this was home for a Clawitzer at a certain point in time. The laser attachment here is perfectly suited to Clawitzer's giant claw. I assume the energy from this machine allowed Clawitzer to blast out gigantic beams of laser energy. That amount of power needed to do that would surely put that Pokemon in agony. Without a doubt. Disgusting. Humans deserve whatever comes their way, but Pokemon are innocent. Okay, N. And just look what it was forced to do. You just take a look at this place. Just completely thrashed and trashed and thrown away all into nothing. Does that not disturb you? I mean, I was here when it happened. The people in power of this region were powerless to do anything about it. They just sat there and watched as the city crumbled just because that's all their weak asses could do. Okay, damn. But I'm not going to bore you with that. After all, you know where all these pulse machines have been. You've seen them all in action, haven't you, Kit? I don't even need a verbal response for this one. Your eyes have said it all in one flash. I'm wearing glasses. Technically speaking, they're supposed to be glasses like I actually wear, but I accidentally gave myself sunglasses. How do you see my eyes? Well, I'm done here, okay? The laser attachment added too many different variables that aren't helpful to me. So, would you pretty please bring me to another one? Pretty please? Yeah? Yay, you're my hero! Okay, well, where's the next one? You want to go back to Magnezone? So there are two in this area then. If the one here has an attachment, then it's pretty likely the other one would have one as well. But I guess it can't hurt to check. Okay, take me to the next machine. Huh? What do you mean, take me to the next machine, and then you don't... I have to... Where is it? I don't remember. Oh god, okay, Mr. Mime was... All I can think of is the weird Pokemon that was in the blue, but that wasn't Mr. Mime. In the blue house? That wasn't Mr. Mime and it wasn't here. Wait, where was Mr. Mime? Want to go to the LCCCC? I don't know why I'm in here, I'm just for shits and giggles, I guess. Is this it? I don't know. Where's Mr. Mime? Accept the fast travel where you fought it once upon a time. But it didn't fast travel me there. There's the Mr. Mime thing. Pokemon Reborn, Mr. Mime. Pulse. Mime, you know. Where is it? It is in the LCCC. I'm incredible. It appears as an opponent named Mastermind that's battled alongside Dr. Sigmund in a double battle format in LCCC. I'm incredible. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. That's right, it was this way all along. I was correct. Do I remember where the machine is, though? No. Fish was in here somewhere. Okay, can I not go this way? I can't see shit. Y'all. This ain't me fooling around, I can't see walls. Okay. The only reason I know where I am is because there's glass on the floor. Okay, not this way. And not either of these. Where's the pulse machine? Not this way. I think I had this problem last time too, where I could not see anything in here. Not this way. So that machine's kind of funky looking. Not this way. Okay, this entire area is wrong. That's a wall. Okay. That's not it either. Can I get a Pokemon to use Flash? This is going back up. Okay. Where am I? In the LCCC somewhere. Nope. Okay, I'm just double checking. Just to make sure. It's not this way. I don't think this just leads me to this area with the vending machine. Not this way. Oh, sure. This entire time. There's another area this way. Okay. This looks good. In fact, she's already here. Okay. It smells down here, and that would be the dead body. Like, I'm not talking about sewer stink or stuff like that, I'm talking about rotting. Oh, that's why. There's a dead body in this pulse. Decaying. This is fascinating. I thought pulse machines could only have Pokemon inside of them. Although, considering the state of this person, I don't think the outcome of being put into a pulse machine was beneficial. Why do pulse machines have to hurt whatever's inside? Well, this pulse doesn't have an attachment, technically. But I don't really want to get my hands dirty with some corpse. Don't you people know how to clean up your dead bodies, or what? You can clean it then. No. It's not my dead body, and I don't know whoever this was. It's just a clump of decaying garbage now. Let the authorities handle it, or let it rot into nothing. Oh, I mean, it's scary. I'm bored. I wasn't doing a good job of keeping up that cutesy facade facade in this region anyway. It's easier back home because everything is so bright and cheery that it seeps into your brain. But here, I have a little trouble keeping a smile. I'm sure you can understand. Let's do this over again. My name's Flora Gravilia. I'm a student at Axis High University, and I'm here because I want to learn how to make a pulse cool. But I have no intention of creating a machine that will harm the innocent. Back home, there are certain people who will trample over the weak, those of lower status. I'm bored of sitting around and watching those in power push around the weak. I'm going to be a difference. Listen, I'm done here. Can we leave now? Sure. Only I could take a look at a living pulse specimen. I should have enough data and references with what I've salvaged. I just need one that's still alive so I can see what's causing the mutative physical stress. So, where is it? A living pulse. If there even is one living. Muck, maybe? Oh, Kit, don't do it. Don't piss me off now. Just after I'm so close to the end. We had a deal. You show me where the devices are, and I tell you about Magearna. So what? You won't tell me because you don't want me to make my own pulse? Are you that much of a coward? Don't fuck with me, Kit. You're going to tell me where this last pulse is right now. I've lost my patience with you. If you won't cooperate, then I'm just going to have to beat the information out of you. Yeah, sure, go for it. Come then, Kit. Let's see if you can defend yourself against me. Wow, okay. Fair enough. Huh? You're a lot stronger than you look, you know that? Now don't I look a fool? I lost, and there's no use beating around the bush. So, I'm out of here. I'll find the info I need elsewhere. Just like you'll have to find someone else to tell you about Majerna, or Magirna, whatever. Flora speaking. Jenkel, stop talking so fast. I can't understand you. No, I didn't buy any more canned ravioli. That stuff is disgusting. Just cook yourself something with the... Huh? You've got a lead on something or someone who may know a thing or two about pulse machines. So she lives in Ametrine City, right? An old house. Good to know. Thank you, Dr. Jungle. Oh, and one last thing. If I come home to a messy kitchen, then you have a lot more to clean up than rank pasta sauce. Alright, well. Sounds like I should be going to... Why am I walking there? I could just fly. Sounds like I should be going to Ametrine City. But... I think I'm gonna stop playing for right now. It's 20 minutes until I have to feed my dogs. And I don't want to get too far into this. And, you know, miss the time, and then my dogs are going crazy, and a whole thing. There's 7 of them, they overpower me. So, I'm gonna go ahead and stop playing for now, but next time, we'll figure out what the hell's going on here. I feel like I'm getting half a story, and I should know more, but I don't. So, that's cool. I really like the train thing, though. That was fun. Really enjoyed that one. I'm gonna save again because it makes me feel good about myself. And yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me get lost just over and over and over again. Me not knowing where I'm going. Beautiful. And I will see you the next time that I play some Pokemon Reborn for some more Pokemon Reborn. Nice.